will call this meeting to order.
Hang on.
Roll call,
President Husky,
present.
Vice President Limentino. Here. Secretary Baukati, Member Sialtua,
Present.
and Member Bowson. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Item B, modification or approval of the agenda. Mrs. Stigley.
President Haskey, we have no modifications on the agenda this evening.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second on the motion?
I second the motion for the
Roll call vote, Ms. Garcia.
President Husky,
Yes.
Vice President Limentino,
Yes.
and Member Sialtua.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Item C, citizens input, Mrs. Stigley.
President Haskey, we have no citizens input, no tribal council input, and no ZFU's input this evening.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to informational. 2A, budget balance report, Mr. Romine.
President Haskey, members of the board, good evening. I was hoping to have a little more time to get my computer up here. You have in front of you the budget balance report. As I said in our work meeting earlier this evening, I've always been concerned that we carried over a little too much of our federal funds sometimes. And this year, I wish we had carried over more, as we have received letter from information from the federal government and the state that the U.S. Department of Education will not be sending us funds for Titles 2, 3, and 4. Fortunately, we do not have staff being paid out of those, with the exception of Title 4. We do have a part-time art teacher paid out of there, but we do have carryover that will be able to take care of that salary. That being said, are there any questions about the budget balance report?
Any questions, board?
I don't have any questions.
I have no questions.
All right. None, Mr. Romine. Item B,
Item
monthly
B is
revenue.
the revenue report. Because I wasn't able to get this created for the month of May, I included May and June in the report for the year end. There's really nothing unusual about the report. Just our standard revenue receipts, with the exception of the second line of operational. We did receive our annual SB 9 allocation from the state of $716,800, which is used for maintenance and construction. Other than that, it's mostly just reimbursements. Are there any questions about the revenue report?
No questions.
Questions?
No.
There are none. Thank you, Mr. Romine. Construction update?
Well, finally, let me, if you don't mind, let me give you the school site expenditure report. This is one that I only create one time a year at the end of the year, and it shows the operational expenditures for each of our 4 schools. It shows a student count, and it shows the operation expenditures per student. There is not a whole lot of difference, with the exception of Twin Buttes, and that is mainly because of the student count at the school. Shiwitsana, the operational expenditure per student was $12,842. For Zuni Med, it was $12,847, $6 more, which I thought was kind of incredible that they were that close. Zuni High School, $13,292, which is $450 more or less. Twin Buttes is the outlier, again, as I say, because of their student body size. Their per student expenditure for operations was $17,140. And as I indicated earlier today, we we spend money per student, but we earn money by a student unit. And student units are generally about twice the number of students we have. So if you look at these expenditure totals for Shiwi-Sana, Zuni Mid, and Zuni High, if you were to multiply the student unit value by 2, you would come fairly close to that operational expenditure per student. So we are spending basically per student what the state would expect us to be spending. Are there any questions about that report?
Any questions?
I have no questions, but I just want to comment that this report is very useful for our engaging of our students. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It
Thank
is.
you.
Yeah.
President Haskell, members of the board, construction report. 3 of you were able to accompany me out to the football field, the athletic complex today. Last week, Jeff Harper of Jane's Corporation was able to do a drone video that I sent to board members, the cabinet members. I can't remember if I sent it to the tribal council or not. I wanted to, but I don't remember if I did. Anyway, what it shows is that the track is finally completed. It has been striped. There are a couple of modifications in the striping that need to be made, but it has been completed. All of the auger cast piles, which are the deep foundational piers for the school building itself, have been completed. There were 6 of them that had to be redone. They have been redone, and that company their equipment is still here, but they have moved it off of the actual job site. I believe by the end of the month, the geothermal wells will be completed. They have been drilled, piping installed. We saw today that they are in the process of the beginning process of the lift station for the sewer because of the elevation of the teacherages and the elevation of the sewer being pretty much level. Without the lift station, the sewage would not be able to drain from the teacherages. So we are installing a lift station to make sure that everything drains properly. The construction just moves forward. As far as the teacherage units, they are in the process of doing the first stucco coat, the scratch coat. Covering on the roofs, the protective layer, the barrier has been installed. The metal has not been, but that construction is also moving along well. The other project that we have going on is the renovation of the HVAC units at the new Zuni High School teacherage. They are getting along close to 20 years old now. Murphy Builders received a contract to replace those. They have hired as a subcontractor Universal Air. I spoke to Mr. McDonald a couple of weeks ago. They are just waiting for equipment to come in. He anticipates its arrival sometime in August. The anticipated time frame to replace those units is 2 days per teacherage unit. So it'll take between 2 and 3 months to get that completed. Are there any questions about the
Questions,
construction
board?
projects?
No question.
There are none. Let's move to action items.
Thank you.
3A, MOA between Zuni Senior Center and ZPSD. Earlier, you want to go ahead and take it?
Earlier, Ms. Hattie was here and presented, actually pretty well presented the entire MOA. I'm sure Principal Bawakati, is there anything you would like to add in terms of what they do for our students? Basically, it's our foster grandparents.
Good evening, School Board Superintendent. I was actually thinking about this when she was presenting because we wanted to start including, she was mentioning in there about having some training and professional development for the foster grandparents. So I had already considered this, and I do want to include them in the training that the educational assistants will be attending, which is basically our focus this year is giving them professional development to help support what does support look like in the classroom? It's not just sitting there in the classroom watching the kiddos, but support, how do we support the teacher? How do we support instruction? So that was kind of the underlying of me thinking, let's get them in there with our EAs. Let's it's going to be a mind shift for some of them. And that's okay. I want them to learn and I want them to be challenged. Because I feel like every adult in the classroom has a stake in making sure our students are successful. And so that's really where I'm going with this. I really want them to have some opportunity for growth as well. And I want them to see that they are part of this huge opportunity to student success. So that's something that I just wanted to add when Ms. Hattie was up here presenting. Other than that, I'm working really closely with her. I've seen the MOA before, so I kind of know the expectations, making sure we're not leaving them alone. I do meet with every teacher who has a foster grandparent in the classroom, and I do kind of go over expectations and make sure that they know what their responsibility is for, supporting these foster grandparents in those positions. So I have nothing else to add unless there's any questions.
Questions?
I don't have any.
Does every grade level have a foster grandparent?
I wish we could. We only have 3.
Oh.
So one specifically wants to be in pre-K, and she does great there. So we have one in pre-K, we have one in first grade, and then we have one who's going to be in Zuni language for 4th grade this year. So that's the 3 that we have been getting. So I told her we're open to getting more, but that's, I don't know their program and how many they're allotted. So, but I told her we're open to more if that's an option. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I don't have any.
If there are none, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the Zuni Senior Citizen Center MOA.
Second on the motion, please.
I second motion to approve of this MOA.
Roll call vote, please. Ms. Garcia.
President Husky?
Yes.
Vice President Limentino?
Yes.
Secretary Ballafetti?
Yes.
Member Seattle?
Yes.
And Member Belson?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Item 3B, MOA between ZPSD and Zuni Detention Center. Mr. Lastiano. Again, earlier, he presented to the board the provisions within the agreement. Anything else to add, Mrs. Stigney?
And now, I will just tell you that it's been a very useful program for us because sometimes the regular education setting, school site, is not the appropriate place for some of our students for a limited amount of time. Sometimes we just need to get them out of the school setting, the regular school setting. And I'll tell you, Mr. Laciano has always been very supportive.
Well, thank you, Superintendent and school board members. I really do appreciate the opportunity to come and speak and present before you. I provided a signed copy, and I did inform the tribal council that I was doing the presentation this evening, and that once it's approved by the school board, that I will present it to the Zuni Tribal Council. There is, as stated by Superintendent Stickney, sometimes there is a need for some students to be placed in our facility. I think it helps with their change of environment, and also it gives them a sense that this is real. What their behavior is can amount to some consequences, and it's not that we torture them or anything. We treat them respectfully and treat them with dignity. But we also, we have a large amount of adults there, corrections officers and our nurse, and we always take the time to talk to these students, because that's something that I believe that they lack, is a lot of adult attention. So we do try to provide that. And as I stated earlier this afternoon, we take pride in the services that we provide and the working relationship that we have with the school district staff. And earlier I did announce that we had a graduation last year and a graduation this year. So I think that just shows that we do, the partnership that we have with the school district has amounted to some success. So if there's any questions, I can.
Any
here to answer.
questions, board?
I know this is the MOU with the Department of Corrections. So my question is, for Twin Butte Cyber Academy, the class that was here will it still be functioning here?
The
Yeah,
classroom that's on.
Oh, no, we will continue to have that classroom.
okay, all right.
Since we started that, we look at that as just one more
Option.
for our students. For some, it's better to keep them within the district,
Okay.
so we will continue that.
Yeah, so I was,
Also, earlier today, I did inform the rest of the school board that we're under renovation right now, so once we complete that, then we'll start accepting the students.
okay. All right.
Anything else? If nothing, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Second on the motion, please.
I second the motion for the approval of the MOA.
Thank you. Roll call vote. Ms. Garcia.
President Husky.
Yes.
Vice President Limentino.
Yes.
Secretary Ballafetti.
Yes.
Member Seattle.
Yes.
And Member Belsky.
I abstain.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, item C, MOA between ZYEP and ZPSD. This is not a Chiracho. If you want to add anything else, I think we're pretty much caught up on, unless they have questions. Questions? If there are none, I will ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second on the motion, please.
Second the motion.
Roll call vote, please, Ms. Garcia.
President Husky.
Yes.
Vice President Limentino.
Yes.
Secretary Ballafetti.
Yes.
Member Seattle.
Yes.
And Member Belsky.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Elakan. All right. Item D, Student Guide for Success. Dr. Docido.
Good evening, Mr. Haskey, Ms. Stickney, members of the board. We were here earlier to present the Student Guide for Success. You did have a couple of suggestions that I went back and added. I think Ms. Stickney did share the guide with you, so if you look on page 18, I did add the bilingual seal requirements indicating that all students had the opportunity to obtain that bilingual seal, and I broke down the 4 various options that were provided by Ms. AQ. So that was the first change. The second one is actually on page 28 under electronic devices. We wanted to add the Senate Bill 0011, the anti-distraction policy, encouraging districts to have a policy against cell phone use during the school day. So I added it there, as well as on page 45 under the definitions, as well as the link to the actual Senate bill. The only thing that we need to add is once it is approved, we will go ahead and add the links to the table of contents as well as the page numbers. Is
All
there
right.
anything else?
Any questions?
No, thank you for the timely addition
You're welcome.
to the document.
Yes.
All right. right, if there are none, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second on the motion, please.
Second motion.
Roll call vote, Ms. Garcia.
President Husky.
Yes.
Vice President Limentino.
Yes.
Secretary Balcanti.
Yes.
Member Seattle.
Yes.
And Member Belson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Item E, bar 0054-I. Fund 24106, Mr. Romine.
Good evening once again, President Haskey, members of the board. In the June board meeting, I requested permission for authorization for the board to create and submit any bars that I might need before the end of the school year, as I had deadlines with PED that I needed to adhere to. There were three bars that I had to submit that required pre-authorization from you. So those three bars, what I'm looking for tonight is just your approval after the fact, because they have been submitted and approved by PED already. The first one is bar number 54. That is a carryover balance of IDEA-B. We used those funds this summer for the extended school year program. So I budgeted those to teachers and to their benefits. Bar number 55 was for IDEA-B preschool. It also was a carryover amount. We didn't receive those carryover letters until early June. I do not know why it took them so long. I budgeted that to general supplies and materials. Bar number 56 was voided because I created one that I didn't need. I didn't realize I'd already created it. Bar number 57 is for the summer lunch program. It actually is budgeting funds that were received last summer, and I budgeted them 100% to food. Those are the three bars that I used the pre-authorization to submit to PED, and they have already been approved by PED. I'm just looking for additional authorization approval from the board in case there are any issues or problems with any of those three.
All right, any questions? If there are none, I'll ask for a motion to approve. And your motion, can you mention bar 54, 55, and 57?
I'll make a motion to approve bar 54, 55, and 57.
Thank you. Second on the motion, please.
I second the motion to approve those bars that we mentioned.
Thank you. Roll call vote, please, Ms. Garcia.
President Husky.
Yes.
Vice President Limentino.
Yes.
Secretary Balcanti.
Yes.
Member Seattle.
Yes.
And Member Belson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right. Item I, bar 0001-IB Fund 27901.
President Haskey, members of the board, this is the Indian Education Act allocation. It was submitted before June 30th with all the other funds that were budgeted for this year. Unfortunately, the Assistant Secretary was not able to get it approved before June 30th, so I was required to create this budget adjustment request and submit it to the board this evening. Basically, it budgets, first of all, the amount is about $90,000 less than what we received last year, and I could not get a good explanation as to why our allocation went down that much. But what we have received, I have budgeted 1.5 positions of our Native American language and culture teachers and the greenhouse attendant, as well as some supplies for the greenhouse. I will tell you that the Indian Education Department was not real thrilled We're budgeting Native American language and culture teachers out of this fund, but I don't know what else to do. They don't give us any other way to pay for them. And as it is, they only gave us enough money to pay for 1.5 out of 10.
Any questions? If there are none, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
I motion to approve bar number 0015B.
President Haskey, Member Seattle, IB standing for initial budget.
Initial budget, yeah, okay. For Indian initial budget. Second motion.
Second on the motion. Thank you, sir. You're ahead of the ballgame there. Okay, roll call vote, please, Ms. Garcia.
President Husky.
Yes.
Vice President Limentino.
Yes.
Secretary Ballparty.
Yes.
Member Seattle.
Yes.
And Member Belson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Item J, renew contract with John Thompson Consulting. Mr. O'Mine.
President Haskey, members of the board, John Thompson is our lobbyist in Santa Fe. We hired him back in 2019 when we began our serious discussion on having the impact aid credit removed from the state funding formula. He was very successful in helping us get that done. We have continued to use him. He keeps us informed of legislative issues that are going on. He makes contact with various legislators for us, keeps us informed of the Legislative Education Study Committee, as well as the Legislative Finance Committee, and things that they are working on. He has been a great help, a great service to our district. His contract amount has not increased since his first contract with us in 2019. If I stand for any questions that anybody might have about the contract or his services.
Any questions?
Mr. O'Mine, it states the amounts monthly. You stated it doesn't increase, but during legislative sessions, does he increase anything, or do we pay him reimbursements for being out there during the legislative sessions?
President Haskey, Member Belson, the monthly amount is the monthly amount. We don't pay him any additional expenditure amounts while he's in Santa Fe.
All right, thank you.
Anything else? If there are none, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to renew John Thompson Consulting.
Thank you. Second on the motion, please.
Second motion.
Thank you. Roll call vote, please, Ms. Garcia.
President Husky.
Yes.
Vice President Limentino.
Yes.
Secretary Ballparty.
Yes.
Member Seattle.
Yes.
And Member Belson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Item K, June check registers.
President Haskey, members of the board, you should have in front of you the check registers for the month of June. If you have any questions, if you would, just tell me which check register it is and which check number you would like me to review.
I didn't have any. Any questions?
No questions.
All right, if there are none, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve the June check registers.
Second on the motion, please.
I second the motion for the approval of the June check registers.
Thank you, sir. Roll call vote.
President Husky.
Yes.
Vice President Limentino.
Yes.
Secretary Ballparty.
Yes.
Member Seattle.
Yes.
And Member Belson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Item L, consideration approval of the 25-26 collective bargaining agreement. Mr. O'Meara.
President Haskell, members of the board, earlier this afternoon in the work session, we went through each individual change in the collective bargaining agreement from last year. I will say that, and this is just a personal opinion, I think the biggest change was the inclusion of bereavement leave. There were other changes in the collective bargaining agreement, but that one change will allow our employees to attend to their duties when they have a close family member pass away. We're glad to get that included in the CBA this year. As we talked earlier, the way it will be paid out is that an employee can accrue up to 5 days during a school year at the rate of 4 hours per month. And if they do not use it, then it just goes away. It is not something that would move to another type of leave. President, with your permission, I'd like to invite Co-President Sanchez up to see if she would like to say anything.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I really don't have anything to say except that, we were very pleased that we were able to get bereavement leave back. We've tried in the past, and I think we kind of gave up. So we were really very happy when we saw this. And it really will help. And I know some of the other changes that we've got in here are going to be not only benefit for the classified, but also the certified. And we're hoping that you will go ahead and approve all the changes that we've made. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions, board? If there are none.
President, members of the board, on the page 19, traditional cultural obligations may include the following groups. One that mainly around the summertime, but I know it goes into the early fall, will be rain priests. Lastly, may be included as Medicine Society, Shalaco sponsors, Longhorn Group, Mudhead Group, Kiva leaders and members, but no rain priests.
President Haskell, I'm not quite sure what your question is, Member Bawakati, but
can that group be included in that cultural?
It simply says it may include the following groups. It's not meant to exclude anybody.
Okay.
We didn't have all the names. It just says it doesn't strictly limit to this. It just says it may include these, and
May include.
if perhaps next year it may include the following groups and others that we are not aware of. Something we can do that.
Okay.
But it does not by this language. It does not exclude any groups.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? If there are none, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the collective bargaining agreement.
Thank you. Second on the motion, please.
I second the motion for the 25-26 collective bargaining agreement approval.
Thank you. Roll call vote, please, Ms. Garcia.
President Haskell.
Yes.
Vice President Limentino.
Yes.
Secretary Bowacati.
Yes.
Member Seattle.
Yes.
And Member Belson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Moving on to 4A, June 16th, regular finance meeting minutes. Board, take a minute or two to review the minutes. And if there are any corrections, deletions,
I didn't see anything.
please. Anything, board? No? All right, I'll ask for a motion to approve the June 16th meeting minutes.
Making a motion to approve the June 16th combined regular finance meeting minutes.
Thank you. Second on the motion, please.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call vote, please, Ms. Garcia.
President Husky.
Yes.
Vice President Limentino.
Yes.
Secretary Belkati.
Yes.
Member Seattle.
Yes.
And Member Bassett.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Item 5A, announcements, reminders. Mrs. Stigney.
Yes, sir. I want to give you, I've actually sent out calendar invites today, but it's the open house dates. Principals were very good about getting those set early. Hopefully that way we can get more people there. I'll just go over them very quickly. Like I said, I did send out a calendar invite. TBCA will be Tuesday, August 12th. STE, Wednesday, August 13th. ZMS, Thursday, August 14th. ZHS, Tuesday, August 19th. And they also intentionally set the same time, so there would be hopefully no confusion, and that's from 5:30 to 7. Next would be information that President Haskey gave me this evening. He received an email, and I think he forwarded it to you, Jasmine, and you could, if you would, forward it to all the board members. The 2025 NM ASBO, it's just a one-day workshop taking control of your financial statements. It's Tuesday, August 19th, 8:30 to 4 in Albuquerque at the Albuquerque Public Schools Professional Development Center. Then on September 29th, this year, your Region 1 meeting will be at Central Consolidated. I don't have an exact location yet. And then the convention in December will be from December 4th through 6th at the Embassy Suites in Albuquerque. And that is it for now.
Thank you. If nothing else, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second on the motion, please.
Second motion.
Thank you. And we're done. Thank you, sir.